Hey everyone, it's Ben Zinn with Epic Guitar Instruction. Thanks for checking out this lesson today. Bringing you another song lesson today on Keith Urban's Somebody Like You. A lot of really fun guitar parts in this one, so we're going to take you through some of the highlights of the tune. Starting out with the banjo intro. So we have this banjo figure that we see coming in and out of the tune. But if you're like me, sometimes you just want to play all the stuff on the guitar. You don't want to reach for the banjo. So we've adapted that a little bit here for electric guitar. And let's take a look. So the very first thing that we're going to do here with the intro, as well as this figure that will pop in and out of the tune, is we have this right here. So that's a lot with the right hand. Let's get the left hand out of the way and then we'll tackle what else we're doing here. So we're going to start out by sliding from the 8th fret into the 9th fret. And then you're going to leave strings 2 and 1 open. So all of our movement on the left hand is going to be on the 3rd string. We'll remember that strings 1 and 2 are going to stay open as we learn the picking pattern. But we have 8th fret going into the 9th fret. Then we have 9th fret sliding up into the 11th fret. And then we have 13th fret here. And then 13th fret sliding into the 14th fret. So you can do that all with one finger. So not really too much to the left hand here, but we want to know our locations for when we start digging into the picking pattern over here on the right hand. So for the picking pattern, what we're going to want to do here is play with hybrid picking with our pick hovering above string 3, and then our middle finger hooked under string 2, and our ring finger hooked under string 1, so that we can create this sort of banjo-like roll. So now let's talk about the pattern that's played in the song. We're going to pick string 3 at the 8th fret, slide into the 9th fret, and then pluck string 2, then string 1, and then we're going to go back to string 3 at the 9th fret, and then pluck string 2. So that's a good first move to get down. We'll call that the first part. Now let's go over our second part. Our second part is going to find us picking string 3 from the 9th fret, sliding it up to the 11th, then plucking 2 and then 1, then back to string 3, and then this time string 1 and then 2. So part 2 is, here's part 1. Here's part 2. You'll notice the timing slows down on the last 2 notes. That's important in piecing this all together. So if I were to put together part 1 and then part 2, we'd have. Here it is a little slower. And here it is more at regular song speed. Now, the great thing is, once you have that down, you just basically do the same thing on the higher notes, exact same right hand pattern, and you're home free. So we do part 1, sliding from 11 into 13. And then we do part 2, sliding from 13 to 14. 2 different right hand patterns, 4 different places on your left hand. We piece it all together. there we have the banjo intro adapted for guitar, and that'll peek its head up throughout the tune, throughout the verses. So next, moving into the tune, there's a couple of really nice chord voicings that I want to point out. One really nice chord voicing that we hear in the intro is this E with the add 9 up here with the pinky. And once you get into the tune, there's really not a whole lot of guitar. It's kind of got a little bit of a gallop rhythm, but I will take you through the order of the chords. We have, it's almost like blues changes, but not played very bluesy. We're starting out with an E chord. And if you're even playing it all, you're just doing a really simple gallop for 4 bars. 2, 3, 4. 5th bar, you go to A. Again, just kind of gallop it out. Again. And then you're back to E. So like I said, almost like blues changes. This is bar 7 and 8. B sus. 1 bar. A sus. 1 bar. And then E. 2 bars. So this is your verse. 1, 2, 3, 4, A, this is bar 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. And so it's a 12-bar verse. However, when you get to the E at the 11th bar, you can bring that little banjo thing back. So we're coming off of the B. So that'll kind of pop in and out throughout the verse. Just wanted to point out the structure of the verse. Again, if there's anything going on, it's really light. It's mostly like the drums and bass and vocals. Maybe a little bit of synthesizer in there. When we get to the chorus, though, we will open up and, play a little bit more aggressively. Our chorus chords, again, pretty straightforward here. A sus, which is just like A, but without the second string note. And there's a great little rock octave lick here when we get back to the E chord. So my octave here starting at the 11th fret and the 13th fret of strings 5 and 3. And I'm going to strum this again, that kind of gallopy rhythm. I'm going to strum 3 times and slide. That's down to the 9th fret and 11th fret of strings 5 and 3. And then same strumming pattern, same slide down another whole step. That into a chord here, which is an E power chord with some bonus open strings. I like bonus strings. So that's all 6 strings, but we're fretting 7, 9, and 9 on strings 5, 4, and 3, just leaving everything else open. So we come into our chorus again. We're backing up here a little bit. Start of the chorus, we're on an A sus. Our little octave lick there. Then we go back to an A sus, 2 bars. C sharp minor. Okay, C sharp minor. Then we go to F sharp minor. And there's a really nice lick at the end of the chorus. Kind of off of that F sharp minor here, you're going to play the 2nd fret, 1st string, 2nd fret, 2nd string, and then you're going to bend the 2nd fret, 3rd string up and down. So here's our chorus. back into our verse changes. Okay, so those are the two main sections, chord progressions of the tune. We, of course, have that banjo figure that will, like we said, pop in and out of the tune. There's also a really great melody line that I want to touch on at the very end of the tune. Hey, you guys, if you want to get better at your blues rock soloing style, we have a free video lesson, and we want to share it with you. It's a free video lesson not available on the YouTube, just for you guys, and we're going to give you all kinds of tips and tricks on how to improve your blues rock soloing style. We're also going to include an ebook that has a bunch of scales diagrammed, how to put all this stuff together and just really speak your mind when you're soloing. So we want to share this with you. It's absolutely free. All you got to do is just click on the link that you see below, and we'll send that to you. Check it out. This is a nice little lead idea that works really well, like I said, at the very end of the tune. So we're going to move our way up the fretboard into the higher register here, and we'll take a look at this figure. Basically, we have 4 riffs to learn. All of them kind of start out the same way. So first phrase on our melody line here is going to find us starting at the 14th fret of the 3rd string, and I'm going to slide up to the 16th fret, and then immediately I'm going to hit the 17th fret twice. So the way this little line works is you start out by doing that little slide, and then you play another note 2 times, but that higher note changes each time you repeat. So the first time we go to the 17th fret of the 2nd string. The second time we go to the 14th fret of the 1st string. The third time we go to the 16th fret of the 1st string. And now we have this little answer here, which is... Okay, so that's just 17, 16, 14, 17, 14, 17. So here is the first melody line all together. Now the second time, it starts out the exact same way. You do all the same stuff until you get to the very end. So we start out the same, we just play 17, 16, 14, 17, but we saw to end that, this time we're going to take this 17th fret note and bend it up a whole step. So here is the second phrase. Now fingering wise here, there's a little trick that I found is helpful on this piece. Normally you'd probably play this like this. But we need a finger ready to do the bend on string 1. So what I came up with here is to use the middle finger on the 2nd string to grab that note so that our ring finger is free to grab that bend right there. Okay? Third time through is exactly the same as the first time through. So this is the third melody, same as the first. Fourth melody starts the same. And we just have a little different ending there. So our ending goes 17th fret, 16th fret, 14th fret, 17th fret, just like we've done before. But then we close with a bend on the 19th fret, up a whole step, release, and close out here. Okay, all 4 pieces put together. we have it. Keith Urban's Somebody Like You, all the main parts of the tune. A lot of fun to play. A lot of really nice, tasty stuff in that tune. So hope you guys enjoyed the lesson. I enjoyed bringing it to you. I want to say thanks for checking it out. And hey, if you dug it, give us a thumbs up. Give us a like. Be sure and click subscribe. That way we'll tell you each time that we post new lessons. We're always bringing new ones to you and posting them. So we want to keep you up to date. Leave us a comment below. And yeah, we thank you so much for checking out the lesson. We hope to see you again. Ben from Epic Guitar Instruction. Take care.